There's a cool article by Derek Sivers, who if you don't know Derek Sivers, you should check him out. Twitter handle @Sivers. Great blog. I've binge read a bajillion of his articles. And this is sort of an ironic mention of his article because his article says, don't quote, make it yours and say it yourself. The first paragraph is great. So, which sounds better to you? Quote, in his best-selling book on behavioral science, Thinking Fast and Slow, Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman said, nothing in life is as important as you think it is when you are thinking about it. Quote, or, quote, whatever's on your mind is not as important as it seems. Quote. So the point is, in this case, the second sounds better, right? The first, there's just all this fluff of introducing who said it, the context, and then saying the thing. And the point of the article is just say the thing. And what's ironic about this is that as I'm describing this, I'm doing exactly what he says not to do, but in the context of doing this. And so there's 3 reasons why people tend to do this. It feels like stealing. And it's so funny because I've been doing, like, the timing of this is interesting because I've been doing, like, with these videos, I'm quoting a ton of people. That's like 80% of what I'm doing in these. And so I've been thinking about these things a lot as I'm thinking about how to try to frame different things I'm talking about. And so for one, it feels like stealing. And I feel that way too. Like, that's their idea. I want to give them credit for it. I think that's a good thing. But all ideas come from somewhere. Maybe they were paraphrasing it from someone else, which is, I'd say, true. It's like there's no purely original idea. Like, they got it from someone else and they, riffed on it or tweaked it, and then you're sort of doing the same. I think it is good to give credit where credit's due, but maybe you can do that in a lighter weight way. Number 2 is school teaches us to reference, and then the third reason was something else. But yeah, the biggest reason that I connected with was the it feels like stealing part. But I think it has a fair point, which is make the idea your own, and now it's your idea, and you can talk about it. But yeah, there is a line there between sort of plagiarism though. But it's a really thought-provoking article. So I think it's worth checking that out. And I'm going to try to do that. Actually, like, the first topic I did on Twitter ads was somebody else's tweet. And instead of doing that whole quote, I just sort of jumped into it a little bit more.